All right, here in West Palm Beach, Astros spring training, hanging out with Houstonian from MLB Network. That would be Robert Flores. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, man.
Hey, you guys are here covering
Yeah.
the Astros. Not a shocker,
Right.
coming off the World Series run. I want to ask you first, being a Houston guy and
Yeah.
working for MLB Network, I know you got to get a kick out of covering these guys a little bit, right?
Absolutely. Listen, everyone knows that. Everyone that watches MLB Network knows that I'm an Astros fan. They know that I grew up a Houston Astros fan. So this has been. I've said it over and over again. This is the golden age of Astros baseball. Right. This franchise had some good seasons, had some really good teams in the past, but nothing like this sustained period of success. And there's not any reason to believe, like Joe Burrow said, right? The window's always open. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what the sense that you get with this franchise.
Well, you get the owner who wants to win. I
right.
mean, you see, I talked to Jim Crane, and he's going to put the pieces in place. There's a budget involved. You got to keep an eye on that. But now they're getting to a point where they want to get some extensions in place for guys, and it's an exciting time because they want to keep these guys in Houston uniforms, a few of these guys.
Absolutely. And when you bring in someone like Dana Brown, who is, come over from the Atlanta Braves, and he told us today, look, it's about scouting and it's about drafting. Mm-hmm. And, he wants to continue to implement that. He wants to add and replenish. Not many franchises can continue the success and still be able to withstand the losses of signature players, Springer, Cole, now Verlander, but yet they keep winning. And a large part of that is the culture and, more importantly, the players. And the core group of players, Bregman, Altuve, Framber Valdez, Christian Javier now getting extended. So can they now get Valdez and Kyle Tucker to extend? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, a lot of big decisions coming up. Hey, coming off this World Series title, you lose Verlander. From your seat, you still see a pitching staff that's top-notch.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, listen, the depth is now put to a little bit of a test. Mm-hmm. Lance McCullers' elbow issue is something that we're going to have to keep an eye on, but you have to feel pretty good with Framber Valdez at the top. Lance McCullers is a proven performer. Christian Javier, you can make the argument Christian Javier was their best playoff pitcher, and he pitched Game 4.
Oh, yeah.
He pitched Game 4 of the World Series. So the pieces are still intact, and the Astros, this organization recently has shown an ability to find production from maybe places that you don't expect, or maybe from people you don't expect. People like Urquidy and Luis Garcia. Those aren't high-value draft picks. Those aren't big-time bonus babies, but they develop them, and once they're put into this system, into this culture, they thrive.
Yeah, those are the feel-good stories, too, when they get them for next to nothing, when they find that talent. Hunter Brown's another name. I know a lot of people in Houston are excited because we got a sample of kind of what he could bring, and maybe he can get in there and be a difference maker.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, right now he would be slotted in as, depending on how they want to work it with their rotation and how the calendar falls. Maybe he's a swing guy. You get him in some innings out of the bullpen, or he can certainly be a starter for you too. So I think that definitely the loss of Verlander is something that you're going to feel it at some point, but I think with the pieces that they still have, they can overcome it.
Lastly, how do you think after this winter the teams in specifically AL West, how much movement have they made to kind of close that gap on the Astros? Who stands out to you?
Well, they definitely have closed the gap. Yeah. The Texas Rangers have gotten significantly better.
They spend money.
They spend a lot of money. Yeah. Jacob deGrom when healthy, is the best pitcher in the game. Now, health has been an issue for him, but I think maybe their biggest offseason acquisition was Bruce Bochy. I mean, that's a Hall of Fame manager that had been retired out of the game. He didn't come back just for his health. He didn't come back just because, hey, I missed it. Yeah, I mean, he came back because he missed it, but he came back to win.
He wants to win.
And there is not a better guy when he was managing on how to manage a bullpen better than Bruce Bochy. So I think the Rangers right now in the division, aside from the Astros, a team that you have to keep an eye out for. And the Seattle Mariners, they're young, they're hungry, they were in the playoffs last year. So the division certainly got better.
It's going to be a tighter race. As always, good to catch up. Robert
hey,
Flores, MLB Network, Houstonian.
Go Cy Falls.
Cy Falls, Houston Cougars. He's going to do all the shout-outs.
All of it. Houston Cougars, Cy Falls, the whole thing.
Yeah, his brother's a head basketball coach at Cy Falls, so major Houston connections, but doing great work at MLB Network. Robert, thanks for the time.
You got it. Thank you.
Appreciate you.